everybody, and welcome to my second presentation about the art of living. This presentation is about exploration, the first step on creating the ideal life, the life that you want. We are in this journey together. We have done already the first step, which is the success, and this is about exploration of your current life. So, what life do you want to live? To answer that question, I will use this tool called the Wheel of Life. I have divided this wheel in 8 sections. The first one is health, your personal health. That includes not only exercise, but nutrition, other aspects important for your health. Growth, which is self-development. Hobbies, those things you do not for economic compensation. Spirituality, that refers to religion, of course, but also for all those activities that are bigger than yourself. Could be being in nature, beautiful music, or other activities that fill yourself. Relationships and society, that refers to your connection with others, your family, your friends, and what are the things you do for society, like voluntary work or charity. And finally, work and finance, which is your occupation and your economic situation. Those are basically important aspects in your life, but I think that includes everything that is most important. What we do is look at these 8 aspects of your life, and using a scale from 1 to 10, you measure how you feel about each of these elements. The lower the number, the less happy about your life in that special aspect. The higher, the better it is. And then you focus on those areas that you have the lower level. The next step in this exercise is to identify what are the things you can do to improve in those low areas. Once you finish this exercise, giving numbers to the different areas in your life, then I present to the students this framework. They have to write down what are the things they can do to improve. First, they do it individually, and then I ask them to share with other members of the course. By sharing, you can learn from them, but also you can learn about yourself. The results of this Wheel of Life depends on your personal situation, but also in the stage of life. It's very different from people that are in the education stage than the people that are in the family, occupation stage, or retirement. So this tool changes along your life because life is a work in progress. Now, when we took the different elements in the Wheel of Life, you can observe that half of the Wheel of Life refers to you, 50%. Your health, your growth, your hobbies, and your spirituality. Then relationship and society are 25%, and finance and work is another 25%. Now, the idea is that half of your life is about you. Now, this is not selfish. Actually, to take care of yourself will help you to do the other half of the Wheel of Life in a better way. So, you is the foundation, like a house in which the foundation of the house is you. The columns, others, and work, and the good life is the roof. If you don't have a strong foundation, the whole building will collapse. So a good life is starting by taking care of yourself. Then you can take care of the others and your work. So let's start by you. It's those 4 different elements: health, personal growth, hobbies, and spirituality. Health, 3 things are important: eat, move, and sleep. For personal growth is a lifelong learning. Hobbies is about play. Play is an important part of your life. And then spirituality. Connect with something bigger than you. Could be nature, music, art, religion. Now, for health, I use the health triangle with the 3 things I mentioned before: eat, sleep, and move. Regarding health, I will use this publication by Dr. Valentin Fuster. He's the head of cardiology at Mount Sinai Hospital, and he mentioned in his book 3 silent killers: high blood pressure, diabetes, and bad cholesterol. And all of them are connected to nutrition. In this other book, The Instinct to Heal, they mention that best medicine you can take is good food. I would like to refer now to the Healthy Plate, created by Harvard Medical School and the School of Public Health, in which they divide the plate according to the type of food. And you can see vegetables is the biggest portion, then fruit, whole grain, and healthy proteins. And also mention on the top special oils like olive oil, and drinks, especially water. Avoid sugary drinks. Now, the next one is about sleeping. How long can you live without sleeping? Well, they say that 11 days is the limit. The World Guinness Record Book, they decided to eliminate that record from the books because they were created many health problems for those people trying that. Now, what are the consequences of a sleep deficit? In this publication by Harvard, they say that research suggests that 4 hours of a sleep deficit increases the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. And also other consequences are lower productivity, lower energy level, and lower attentiveness. How much sleep do we need? Well, depends on your age. Usually children need more time, from 10 to 11, teenagers from 8.5 to 9.5 hours a day, and adults from 7 to 9. How can you improve your quality of sleep? Professor Craig Heller from Stanford University is a specialist on sleeping, and he gives advice about sleep hygiene. First, keep a regular schedule. Do not force yourself to sleep. Good sleeping environment. Healthy lifestyle, for instance, exercise, but not before going to bed. And do not eat before going to bed. And last one, resolve worries before going to bed. When I have some worries, I just write down those things. I put it on the night table, and in the morning I will take care of them. That helps me. I have another quiz for you. Think of a powerful drug that makes you feel good, enhances your self-esteem, induces calm, improves thinking and creativity, makes you more attractive. This drug doesn't have negative effects, is legal, and is free. Will you take this drug? Well, this drug is exercise. So this is the last part of the health triangle, exercise. You can have 4 types of exercises: strength, aerobic, balance, and flexibility. Strength is basically weights. Aerobic is about running, swimming, cycling. Balance, like Tai Chi. And flexibility, like yoga. It's a combination of these 4 exercises that keep you in shape. Of course, depends on your physical situation. Not everybody is the same. And it's better you have a professional that you can ask what is the type of exercise good for you. In my case, what I do is mild exercise. For instance, I avoid elevators. I try to use stairs when I have the possibility. Walk after lunch. Just try to move. And also perhaps activities like gardening, things that require some physical activity. So this is the good life house, in which the most important part is you are the foundation, and these 2 columns, others and work. So let's go now to work. I use this model. It's a Japanese model called Ikigai, adapted a little bit, and there are 3 elements. What is the ideal job? Then you have to find first what you love, is your passion. And probably takes time. It took me some years to understand that my passion is teaching. What I'm good at, your strengths. So when you have your passion and your strengths, is basically your ideal occupation. But then there is a 3rd element that Ikigai includes. It has to be something that others value. When those 3 elements get together, you can have the job that you love. And again, it takes time. It's a process of discovery. The great Confucius said, choose a job that you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. So then, relationships. Here we have family and friends. They are the most important relationships in our life. One of the most important enemies in relationship are all these gadgets that we are surrounded all the time. I'm sure that when you go to a restaurant, perhaps you see the neighboring table, everybody's with their phones, and then don't really pay attention neither to the food, not to the people around them. So pay attention, very important to have this close relationship. Aristotle mentioned there are 3 types of friendship. Friendship of entertainment, friendship of interest, and friendship of characters. Friendship of entertainment are people that are together just because you enjoy company. We have fun together. Friendship of interest are based on business. And then friends of characters are those that are based on the quality of the person and the relationship. There is nothing wrong with all these type of friends. We have to differentiate them. If sometimes we have a problem in life and we ask a friend of entertainment to help us, probably they are going to say, sorry, I cannot help you. Or friends of interest, they are interested in what they can get from you. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you know that. So don't expect they will help you when you don't have those resources, you don't have the power. So differentiate among these three types of friends. And there is a fourth type of friendship that Aristotle didn't mention, is the toxic people. They get but never give. They find fault on you. They have a negativity. They suck your energy, and sometimes they're even abusive. So with this type of people, don't try to change them. Just get rid of them. Don't go with them. The moment you understand that you are surrounded by a toxic people, go away of that relationship. I want to finish this part with Martin Seligman again. He did a very interesting study on gratitude. He asked to identify what are the people that are important in your life. Could be a friend, could be a family member, somebody that helped you. Write a letter of gratitude. Then visit this person and share your gratitude with him or her, or a phone call. Research has proved that when you do this, the happiness of the other person increases, but also your own happiness as well. Another little exercise is count your blessings, is at the end of the day, make a note of those things that were positive in your life during that day. Accumulate those blessings and from time to time read them. That will also increase your level of happiness. I want to finish this session with this greeting in the Zulu tribe. They say, Sawubona Chiboka. That means, I see you, I exist for you. So practice that. Thank you very much. And in the next session, we talk about creation. Don't miss it.